Hi guys, welcome back to my space on the internet. It is your girl Izine, and I am an Abuja YouTuber based right here in the capital city of Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. Okay, you guys. If this is your first time of seeing my face on the internet, you are definitely welcome. Okay, you guys. Today is a story time, and I need to go and do something. Okay, but I need to also give this story time, alright, you guys. Now, I stumbled on a question on the internet, okay, on Twitter specifically, and I want us to talk about it, okay, or rather, that is what is forming the basis of this story I'm about to share with you guys, all right. Now, this lady is a young lady who just graduated from school. She has finished serving and she has gotten a job. Just imagine how lucky this babe is. She has gotten a job, and not just that she got a job, you guys, but she's earning 60,000 naira every month. But there are certain things she wants or that she desires that she's not getting yet. But she has a friend who makes up to 100,000 naira weekly because the friend is into runs, and now she's under pressure because of maybe the things she wants, okay, or the things she needs to do, responsibilities from her own personal life or that involves her family and all of that, and she's confused and was coming online to ask us what she was going to do or what she is going to do. Okay, you guys, and the comments, okay, under that video were crazy. And even if, first of all, I must say that the issue is one thing that a lot of us, okay, including a lot of us single ladies, where should I say, I think I should come and sit here and finish this thing, or I should just stay here. Now, one thing I have learned is that a lot of us single ladies do not have what we call contentment. We are not content with, let's see, oh, you guys, okay, one thing that we have not learned how to deal with is contentment. Okay, now contentment is not being comfortable with the level you are at, but being comfortable at or satisfied with what you currently possess and are working towards, okay, getting more or advancing more legally and in the right way. And a lot of people tend to have this problem, okay, and I don't know why, but anyway, life happens, okay, and life happens differently to all of us. And it reminded me of this story, which, like I said, is what formed the basis for the story time I want to share with you guys. See, when I needed to do my industrial training, okay, you guys, I think I was in my second year. I was supposed to do this industrial training, okay, you guys, we call it IT. And now what happened was I would always come to work, as an IT student. I would put in the work, all the effort, to get my alawi, okay. I don't know, I've forgotten what we used to call it then, okay, but my allowance literally, okay, for whatever job I was doing there. It was a very interesting place because I was learning a lot of things, okay. And then there were several people, in the office that I always look up to. Sometimes when we're just in the office, we talk about a lot of things. Some of them will share their working experiences with me, how working in the media has been, working in the government, working in the private sector, and all of that. And then one day, this particular lady who used to be very close to our chairman at this for then calls me and says, Cynthia, come, I want to talk to you. And I was like, okay, what's up? She was like, come out now, one of these days, let's hang out, let's have fun, okay? And I was like, I would like to, but because it's running into late into the night, and I was still staying with my parents and all of that, and I'm a girl child, and my house is not particularly very close to my work area and all of that. So there were a lot of constraints. And then she called me and said, I started asking me about, she really started to ask questions to probe into areas of my life to know what I wanted, what I was doing to achieve whatever goal I desired, and the things I wanted, even superficial things, okay, like vanity, material things. And then she goes on to tell me about how she has friends, a lot of friends who own big houses, and this particular experience with her was also what helped to further teach me more about contentment, even if I've never really had a problem, okay, or a struggle with being contented with what I have, with what I am at a particular time, even if I'm striving to be better. She told me that she has these friends, okay, like she has shared. She showed me pictures, when they go parties, sometimes when she goes out with them, other times when she's not with them. She gave me a little of her own background story and all of that, how she left school and everything, basically her family. And then she goes on to tell me, Cynthia, if you see those ladies you see in Abuja that are driving big cars, okay, you guys, wait. At this point, my hand is pinning me. Let me look for it to drop this tripod. I don't know. Okay, let me drop it here, you guys.
Your dreams fade away like a card, never change. Play the game that we say. I need a break. Time staying strong. Need to move on to be.
Okay, let's go with this. And now she goes on to tell me about, how these her friends, okay, ride big cars, all these Abuja big girls, and she's like, not all of them are what it seems like. Okay, some of them will give you the face or the front that they are, working in big jobs and all of that. And she told me, see, let me tell you, if you want to be a big girl in Abuja and you don't want to do legit hustle and all of that, legit jobs, businesses and all, she says she knows the agencies that she can get her friends to place the call for me. They'll be very happy to refer me because I think they get commissions for referrals as well. So she says she'll get these people, okay, to get connected to me. These agencies will give me a job. If I say what I want is a job, they are going to give me a job. And they're not just going to give me a job, they'll give me one of the best jobs in town, okay, you guys, that will earn me hundreds of thousands. That the least I was going to earn as a then. This was in 2012. That the least I was going to earn was 400K. That's 400,000 naira, okay? And I would have my own apartment, my own car, my own a lot of things, okay, that will make me comfortable. And then every month I would give them, I think, about 200 or 300,000, almost 70% of my salary. Basically, I would pay to them for like about a year or 2 years or 6 months, depending on the contract of our agreement. Okay, you guys, and I would have accepted that, but it also came with a clause. Anytime the gigolo in charge of that agency tells you that he wants you to sleep with somebody, whether in government or anywhere in the society, you are going to have to obey until you pay up whatever it is you owe them, all the money they've spent, to furnish and package your life and your destiny and everything. And secondly, she said there's also the second part of the agency where you agree that you do not want to go, to work, to have a job, okay, because it's a lot of stress. I mean, so you would rather, if you would rather want to, go into runs like this girl's friend now, that these agencies are available. They will hook you up with not 20,000 naira runs, so not chingom runs, like correct runs. Okay, you're going to go for these runs. You're going to make a lot of money with big men, high-profile men. Okay, in the society within and outside Nigeria, you make all that money, and then they are going to get commission. They are going to get a cut from every pay that those people give to you until they decide when to let you go. So let's assume that they spend 10 million naira or 5 million naira pimping you up to a certain degree or a certain level, okay, and they begin to pimp you out to these people. Even if you make that 10 million naira for them by virtue of them taking their cut, there is every probability that you're going to be enslaved. You're going to remain there for the rest of your life. Okay, so what is the probability that you're not going to go into the hand of kidnappers, or one day their secret cult or their baba will tell them to bring somebody's panties, or bring somebody's hair or somebody's pubic hair or one thing or the other, and then the lot is going to fall on you? It was too risky. And I was like, are you serious? She said, my darling, that is what some of them do. Aside for those who maybe their parents are politicians, very big politicians who can afford to give them those kind of life. There are some who are into forced marriages or into marriages because they decided to force themselves to get married to big men. And then after getting married to these big men, they now realize that, the big man suddenly does not want them to do any other thing with their life. They're always being beaten, okay? And they would rather exchange that life to what they used to be before they met that so-called big man, you guys. And this is one thing that a lot of ladies, okay, especially most of us, when we see all these big girls online and we're like, um, these big girls, especially offline, okay, with their big cars, especially in this Abuja, see, they are gonna pepper you. Big girls in Abuja, they're gonna pepper you. As soon as I saw that, okay, I stopped envying people when I see them riding big cars, do big things. Yes, I aspire for those things. I would one day desire to have those kind of things, but I've discovered that there are other ways to get these things done, or to achieve these things at least to a certain degree, or even above what you have seen that you're admiring, if you put in the work and the effort. And it does not have to be something very illegal, okay, you guys. Now, what is the moral of this story? Contentment. Let us learn to be content. If right now you have a job that is paying you 100,000 naira every month, cut your coat according to your size. You're earning 60K. If you need to go and squat with somebody so that you can live closer to work to save or to cut cost on transportation, please do it. If you need to reduce how much how much hairstyle you do, especially as ladies, do it. If you need to cut down on how many times a day you eat, yes, if you eat 3 times a day, cut it to 2 times a day, or reduce the portions of your food so that a food that used to last you, or a pot of milk that used to last you for 3 days, cannot last you for 5 days or even a week. Do all of those things. Now, it is not the beginning that justifies the means, it is the end. You know the goal you're trying to achieve, you know the aim you're trying to achieve. Just work on achieving that aim, okay? Just keep working on your goals. So long as you're not lazy, you're working at your job. If you have a job, you're going at your business, doing whatever hustle that you're doing that is legit, okay? And you're putting in all the effort you need to put in, and you are praying, most importantly, involving God. Doors are going to open for you, maybe from your career, from your business, or the hustle that you're doing, the legit things you're doing, of course, like I've always said. And just basically do your thing, you guys. See, contentment in this life, it will save you embarrassment, it will save you insults, it will save you wahala, it will save you, people talking anyhow in your face. People will not, there are some certain things people will not do, even if, yes, sometimes your level or your status at the time might deny you some certain things or some privileges, but whether you like it or not, it is better that you are denied of those privileges now. You work on bettering yourself and being a better person, and you are exalted by the virtue of the things you've done that has taken you to that level, whether by favor or by grace or by hard work, than for you to take yourself there by all these illegal means. And then at the time when you're supposed to be positioned in life, in destiny, in the society, you suddenly drop from that high, tower where you are, and then you drop down to the ground. Oduroma, Oduro nice, Oduro funny. Okay, you guys, that is the end of my story. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about what I've said? What do you think about contentment in this time and in this age? Okay, I want to know in the comment section below, you guys. And thank you for watching this video till the end. I actually enjoyed doing this with you guys, like just moving around, talking and everything. All right, yes, I enjoyed doing it. Till I come your way next time in my very next pretty video, you guys. This is Zini signing out.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness.